Hello, friends. If you are 60 or older and you receive Social Security, Medicare, or you are getting close to retirement, there may be money connected to your record that you are not using. Not because you did anything wrong, and not because the money is fake, but because many Social Security and Medicare benefits do not automatically jump into your bank account. Some have to be requested, some have to be reviewed. Some disappear if you do not use them before the benefit period ends. Today, I'm going through 5 places seniors should check right now. These are not random tricks. These are real benefit areas where people often leave money behind simply because they never knew what to ask for. Before we start, subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell. Social Security and Medicare rules are complicated, and most people only learn them after a mistake has already happened. On this channel, I break down senior benefit updates in plain English so you can protect your check, your Medicare costs, and your retirement income. Let's get into it. Number 1. Spousal benefits. This applies to married couples where one spouse has a much larger Social Security work record than the other. A spousal benefit can be as much as 1/2 of the worker's full retirement age benefit. That does not always mean half of what your spouse is getting today, especially if they delayed their own check. But it does mean that if your own benefit is small, there may be an additional spouse amount available. For example, if one spouse's full retirement age benefit is $2,400, the maximum spousal amount could be around $1,200 at the other spouse's full retirement age. The problem is that many people assume Social Security already checked this for them. Sometimes the rules are applied correctly. Sometimes a person never becomes eligible until the other spouse files. Sometimes a life change happens years later and nobody goes back to review it. That is why you should not rely on memory or assumptions. Do not assume that. If you are receiving a small check based on your own earnings and your spouse receives a larger benefit, call Social Security and ask this exact question. Am I receiving the highest amount available to me, including any spousal benefit? Use those words. Ask them to compare your own retirement benefit with any spouse benefit available on your husband's or wife's record. This is especially important for couples where one person stayed home for years, worked part-time, earned much less, or took time out of the workforce to raise children or care for family. Number 2. Survivor benefits. This one applies to widowers, and it can be one of the most important Social Security checks in a household. When a spouse passes away, the surviving spouse may be able to receive survivor benefits based on the deceased spouse's record. If the survivor waits until full retirement age for survivor benefits, that amount can be up to 100% of the deceased worker's basic benefit. But here's the part many people miss. Survivor benefits and your own retirement benefit are not always the same thing. In some situations, a widow or widower can start one benefit first and switch to the other later if it creates a better lifetime result. For example, a survivor may be able to take a reduced survivor benefit as early as age 60 while allowing their own retirement benefit to keep growing. Then later, if their own retirement benefit becomes larger, they may switch, or the opposite may be better. They may start their own retirement benefit first and later switch to a survivor benefit when that amount becomes higher. The right answer depends on age, work history, benefit amounts, health, and income needs. And because survivor rules are different from regular retirement rules, the best choice for one widow may be completely different from the best choice for another widow. A neighbor's advice may not fit your record, but the mistake is never asking. If you lost a spouse, do not just ask, "Can I get survivor benefits?" Ask, "Can you compare my survivor benefit and my own retirement benefit and explain whether switching later would help me?"
That one question can change the entire strategy. Number 3. Medicare IRMAA. This is not a bonus check, but it can put money back in your monthly budget by reducing an extra Medicare charge. IRMAA stands for Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. It is an extra amount higher-income Medicare beneficiaries pay for Part B and sometimes Part D. In 2026, the standard Part B premium is $202.90 per month. But if your income from 2 years earlier was above the Medicare threshold, you may pay more than that. Here is why seniors get trapped. Medicare usually looks at your tax return from 2 years ago, so your 2026 Medicare premium can be based on your 2024 income. But what if your income is lower now? What if you retired? What if your spouse passed away? What if you sold a house, received a one-time payment, had a Roth conversion, or your work hours were reduced? You may be paying a higher Medicare premium based on income you no longer have. There is a form for this. It is called SSA 44, Medicare Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount Life-Changing Event. If you had a qualifying life-changing event and your income went down, you can ask Social Security to reduce the IRMAA amount. This is one of the most overlooked Medicare savings steps. Check your Medicare premium. If your Part B amount is higher than the standard premium, find out why. If the reason is old income that no longer reflects your life, ask whether SSA 44 applies to you. Number 4. WEP and GPO correction payments. This one is for people who worked in jobs with a pension where Social Security taxes were not taken out, or for spouses and survivors affected by those old rules. For years, 2 rules called the Windfall Elimination Provision and the Government Pension Offset reduced Social Security benefits for many teachers, police officers, firefighters, public workers, and some federal employees. The Social Security Fairness Act eliminated WEP and GPO. That change was retroactive to January 2024. That means some affected beneficiaries became eligible for higher monthly payments and retroactive payments. Social Security has been processing many of these adjustments, and many people have already received money. But this is still something you should check if you were affected by WEP or GPO. Do not sit quietly and wonder. If you receive a pension from work where you did not pay Social Security taxes, or if your benefit was reduced because of a government pension, call Social Security and ask, has my record been reviewed under the Social Security Fairness Act, and is any retroactive payment owed to me? That wording matters. You are not asking generally, you are asking whether your specific record has been reviewed under the new law. Also, make sure Social Security has your correct mailing address and direct deposit information. If a payment is being processed, you do not want old account information slowing it down. And remember, this is not something you should pay a stranger to unlock. If someone calls promising the payment for a fee, be careful. Start with Social Security. Number 5. Medicare Advantage over-the-counter benefits. This one is different because it is not from Social Security. It comes from certain Medicare Advantage plans. Many Medicare Advantage plans offer extra benefits beyond original Medicare. One of the most common extras is an over-the-counter allowance, often called an OTC benefit. This may help pay for approved health-related items such as cold medicine, pain relievers, vitamins, first aid supplies, dental care products, incontinence supplies, or blood pressure monitors. The amount varies by plan. Some plans give a monthly allowance, some give a quarterly allowance, some use a card, some require ordering through a catalog, app, website, or approved store. The important thing is this: unused balances may expire. That means if your plan gives you an OTC amount every quarter and you don't use it, that money may reset and disappear at the end of the period. A lot of seniors receive an OTC card in the mail and think it is junk mail. Others know they have the benefit but forget to check the balance. Do not guess.
Call the member services number on your Medicare Advantage plan card and ask 3 questions. First, do I have an OTC benefit? Second, how much is available right now? Third, when does the balance expire? Then ask where you can use it. If you are on original Medicare with a Medigap policy, this may not apply to you, but if you are in a Medicare Advantage plan, it is worth checking. Now let's put all 5 together. If you are married and your spouse has a larger Social Security record, ask whether a spousal benefit could increase your monthly amount. If you are widowed, ask Social Security to compare survivor benefits and your own retirement benefit, including whether a switching strategy makes sense. If your Medicare premium is higher because of older income, check whether an IRMAA appeal using SSA 44 could lower it.
If you are affected by WEP or GPO because of a government pension, ask whether your record has been updated under the Social Security Fairness Act. And if you have Medicare Advantage, check your OTC balance before it expires. The key lesson is simple. Nobody cares about your benefits more than you do. Social Security may not call you, your Medicare plan may not remind you, and an unused benefit can sit there until the window closes. So write these 5 items down, make the calls, ask the questions, check your account, and do it before the money is missed. If this video helped you, subscribe to Senior Vista USA and share it with someone on Social Security or Medicare. One question can protect a monthly check, one form can lower a Medicare charge, and one phone call can uncover a benefit you did not know was waiting. I'll see you in the next video.